As we speak, police have arrested a suspect in the deadly Las Vegas Strip shooting just moments ago. They announced the arrest of Manuel Ruiz in connection to the double homicide. This happened Sunday, just before 11 p.m. local time, right there near the Bellagio Hotel's iconic fountain. A live stream actually captures the moment when gunshots ring out and it sent tourists running in terror. We should warn you that some of the images here are disturbing. NBC News correspondent Sam Brock joins us now. Sam, what do we know about this suspect?
So we know there was a manhunt that was going on, Morgan, for about 11 hours until 5 or 10 minutes ago. We found out from police in the area that Manuel Ruiz, 41 years old, turned himself in, walked into the police station. He has been detained. He now, according to police, faces 2 different charges: open murder with a deadly weapon, 2 of them. What that means is they're not specifying the degree of homicide, first degree, second degree manslaughter. It's going to be up to a jury to decide that. But there was a live streamed video of a murder that was perpetuated on Las Vegas Boulevard, the middle of the Strip, as you said, the Bellagio, which is one of these just landmark places in Las Vegas. And you're watching in real time on YouTube as a murder is executed. And you actually got a very good look at his face in that video. I'm not sure if it was in the portion of the clip that we showed, but police clearly were able to identify who they were looking for. They also added, Morgan, that there was a history online with some sort of social media feud between him and one of the victims. There were 2 victims in this case.
I mean, the fact that it was live streamed is what I think is just kind of like head scratching in 2025. And it also shows you, though, what a key piece of the investigation something like that is, right?
It must have helped investigators, but ironically, it was not necessarily what led to this man's arrest. It was the fact that he had turned himself in. But I also think
Kamari Scara is live on the Strip with what we've learned so far. Kamari.
Ozzy, a suspect is now in custody in connection to that double homicide that happened just here on the Las Vegas Strip. 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz turned himself into Henderson police this morning. Police say they knew who they were looking for. They have not identified the victims, but the shooting was on a live YouTube stream from a man calling himself Finney the Legend. Police say Ruiz and the victims had a personal dispute. Investigators say the conflict unfolded over several social media platforms. Officers were on routine patrol when they heard gunshots and rushed toward the area where they found 2 people with gunshot wounds on the sidewalk. Both victims were pronounced dead at the scene. Now, Ruiz does face 2 counts of open murder with a deadly weapon. Reporting on the Las Vegas Strip, Kamari Scara.
Yo, 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 it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in. And first and foremost, I do want to send condolences to the entire family of Finney the Legend and also his wife, Bubbly. As y'all seen right there, they were both shot and killed last night on the Las Vegas Strip. And for their loved ones, people that dealt with them on the day-to-day, I don't know if they had children or not, but anybody affected that is dealing with this loss and them getting that phone call and receiving this news, most definitely condolences, prayers up. God bless their souls and may they rest in peace. And I had a link in the description where you can watch the clips in the beginning from NBC Las Vegas and Channel 8 as I start to see this break into the news, and I'm like, wow. And I'm gonna also get into a write-up in just a second to kind of go over things again as more reports do come out, as more people put more information tied to the history of these issues and stuff on the internet right now. But I don't want to put that video up. It's all over the internet of it happening in real time on stream as they were streaming out there. Plus, you gotta know, if you're at the Bellagio on the Las Vegas Strip, it's cameras at every red light. It's people all on their phones, hotels. You just captured in real time on anything like this. And that guy wasn't thinking in that moment. This is going to be a premeditated murder. Sincity-mannywise, there's documentation of the feud, the beef that they was having back and forth. Strikes were set on channels. They into it. And he was streaming himself before, letting it be known that he was looking for them and things like that. The taunting, and it turned into this, which it's never worth it at all. Either way, we lost 2 lives. Then this dude right here is going to prison for life, more than likely, because of the simple fact, bro, this is a premeditated murder. You walked up on him, walked past him, turned around and started shooting or whatever, and then you kill a man's wife in cold blood. That's just never gonna fly, dog. And it can't be something that people take this serious. And this is why I move and speak the way that I speak. I'm not on this internet threatening nobody. I will defend myself if I got to defend myself, nigga. That just goes without saying. I don't think nobody is just letting somebody dog them out or treat them like less than. But when people be getting into these things and I'm going to pull up to you, I'm going to do this, I do that, I just be like, hey, bro, don't play with me. I'm a grown man. I don't do the playing on the internet. I don't do the character stuff because you don't never know what nobody else is going through. You don't know how else nobody feeling. Defend what you stand for. Defend who you are as a man and as a human. But sitting up here just engaging in these type of things and you think other people playing, I know niggas ain't playing already because I've been seeing that my whole life, that niggas ain't playing. People is not playing. Now, I don't think that this warranted it to go to this level at all, and it's for definitely not worth it. And then the families going through it right now ain't worth it at all. For somebody to have to lose their life and spend the rest of your life in prison, unacceptable. As the write-up says this. The shooting happened at 10:40 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday when a local YouTuber known as Finny the Legend was live streaming his walk along the Las Vegas Strip, accompanied by a woman believed to be his partner. While streaming at the Bellagio fountains, another man believed to be fellow YouTuber sincity-mannywise, also known as Sin City Family, walked past them in the background, not appearing to notice them. Seconds later, the man reappeared in the camera's view. While being confronted by the woman, he then pulled out a pistol and began firing at someone off screen in Finney's direction. At least 7 gunshots were heard as people ran for cover. The woman grabbed the camera and appeared to fall to the ground while the final shots were fired. The live stream was turned off by a police officer a few minutes later. The officers immediately ran towards that gunfire, and they found 2 victims who were laying on the sidewalk suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Under Sheriff Andrew Walsh said our officers rendered medical aid to both victims, but their efforts to save their lives were unsuccessful and both victims were pronounced deceased at the scene. Walsh said that the shooting is believed to be an isolated incident, noting that the suspect and the victim were engaged in some type of conflict involving social media. The exact circumstances of that dispute were not immediately clear. And no matter how you felt about how you was disrespected, how people came at you, this is why I try to avoid these things. And because of the simple fact it's going to go down is they got into it and they was beefing over some YouTube stuff that wasn't that serious. And egos get involved. You might think, hey, bro, I'm not finna risk my freedom of my life over this stuff. But the other guy, he might be up on that with you. And, you know, that's just how this game go. I hate to see this happen. Dog really crashed out. You really you let yourself, bro. You got to blame yourself for this, man. You took it there, and now you lost it, and it wasn't worth it. Turned itself in because he pretty much know it's over now. Once again, condolences to their families and their loved ones, man. Unfortunate situation. This should never happen, and this ain't it, bro. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.